5 in the Tarot. My name is Laura, and this is going to be a love forecast for the sign of Pisces for the month of July 2016. Pisces, this is your July love reading. I just want to start off by saying welcome back to my old subscribers, my old faithful subscribers, and if you're new, also welcome to my channel. I do spend a little extra time on my love forecasts, so they run around 25 to 30 minutes, just to give you a heads up. This is a general love reading and will not resonate with everyone. For the most accurate reading with the most accurate outcome, I always recommend coming and getting a private reading. This is for Pisces suns, Pisces moons, and Pisces risings, and those on the cusp of Pisces. Today I'm going to be using the Tarot Mucha for the main tarot reading. As a supplement or for clarification, I will be using the Vera Sibilla Italiana, and I will be pulling an oracle message at the end of your reading from the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle deck by John Holland. So if that all sounds really good, then let's get started with your reading, Pisces. The deck is already shuffled, ready to go. Spirit, what are the love messages and energies that you have for the sign of Pisces for the month of July 2016? This is for their love reading. Love messages and energies for my Pisces suns, moons, and risings, and those on the cusp. What are the messages and energies, Spirit, that you have for Pisces for the month of July 2016? Spirit, what are the messages and energies that you have for the sign of Pisces for the month of July 2016? This is their love reading. What does Pisces need to know with regards to their love lives for the month of July 2016? Pisces suns, Pisces moons, and Pisces risings, and those on the cusp of Pisces. Getting pretty close here, Pisces. Just a couple more shuffles. Okay. This is the 10-card Celtic crossspread that I normally use for my love readings. Make sure you guys can see the cards. Okay, very good. Alright, let's begin. Alright, in your present situation going into July, this is your significator. This is the energy that you bring into the month of July. You have the 7 of Swords. What crosses you, this is the energy that's helping or hindering you or poses a challenge. You have the 9 of Swords in reverse. In your root position, this is your foundation. You have the Knight of Wands. In your recent past, you have the Chariot reversed. In the position of what you know to be true, this is your manifest position, what you may be thinking or feeling during the month of July with regards to your love life. You have the another fire sign here, Page of Wands reversed. In your near future, this is likely the middle of July for you. The energy surrounding you is the Ace of Swords. In the position of how you see yourself, you have the King of Swords. In your environment, this is also how your significant other may be viewing you or dealing with you. They have the Fool. Your hopes and fears are the Ace of Pentacles. And your outcome for the month of July is the Sun. Okay. Interesting. Let's get started then. So we go into July with the 7 of Swords. So swords energy, mental energy, I really feel like you are doing a couple things here, Pisces. Either you're getting the heck out of a situation that wasn't working for you. All right, the Seven of Swords to me is a card of self-interest. It talks about mental strategy, planning, tests. You could be doing clever mind tricks or making sort of like a plan with regards to your lover, with regards to the person in your relationship with. Some of you are outright cheating. Some of you are outright trying to get away with something. Also, some of you are just trying to leave a situation behind that wasn't working for you, okay? But the seven is, to me, sevens are a card of conflict. So there's some heavy mental energy here going on. Also, the energy that crosses you is the Nine of Swords in reverse. So your challenge is to overcome some kind of pressure or feeling of anxiety that someone has put on you. I really feel like either you're putting yourself in the situation or someone else is putting you in the situation. I feel like it's another person who is either pressuring you to do something, or you feel like you have to make a decision, and you're just right now in July, going into July, you're going to be kind of contemplating either moving away from this person mentally or trying to resolve some of this tension by literally going under cover in some way, like doing something deceptive or like literally just trying to do something behind someone's back. Or like I said, actually leave a situation behind. So I do feel like what covers you, or what your challenge is dealing with this pressure, this anxiety that someone else is putting on you. And swords are, the Nine of Swords to me is like worry and anxiety. And when I see it reversed, to me, it talks about there's a lot of that going on. A lot of that staying up at night worrying about things. Now, in your recent past, you have the Chariot in reverse. So with regards to a specific relationship or another person that you may be involved with, the Chariot in reverse to me just says that things have not been moving forward. Things are stuck. There's no movement, okay? The Charioteer balances his energies, and he uses all of his strength to drive the chariot forward. There's a lot of momentum in this card. There's a lot of movement in this card. And when it's reversed, I feel like the Chariot has been overturned to some degree, and you've been experiencing a blockage or just things stopped in their tracks. So that would make sense to me, that you are looking in the future and moving kind of away from something out here. In fact, it may not even be the future. I just see you kind of looking over your shoulder to see if anyone's watching what you're doing. So there's a little bit of paranoia there, or a little bit of pressure going on. Now, in your foundation position, you have the Knight of Wands. So this is what has put you here. This is also something you may not be aware of. I'm getting a fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Not necessarily have to be that, but it could be a man or a woman, if you are a man watching this reading, who is in his early 30s. I wouldn't say much older than that. Could be early 40s, but 20s, 30s, I would say. This is a very passionate sexual energy. This is someone who is very fired up, very passionate. They have quick thoughts about you. You may have quick thoughts about them. There's like that fire in the pan, flash of passion, flash of interest. Someone who's a big flirt coming into your life. Someone arousing your passions. I'm going to put down some clarifiers on this person, this Knight of Wands. This also could just be like you just received some positive news, or you are really fired up about traveling. But I do sense that this is a person, this fire sign energy. And he kind of like made an appearance And I feel like he's stirring the pot a little bit for you. Knight of Wands. Can you clarify for me? This Knight of Wands, Spirit. Okay. We have the Imenea, which is nuptials. That's a good card. La Donna di Servizio. She is a friend or helper, someone that assists. And the Giovane Fanciulla, which is the woman of society. So I am really getting the sense that this person is similar to who we're looking at in the cards here. So someone who is willing to help out. She wants to make herself useful. In the past, we had Imenea, which are nuptials. So this is definitely a commitment or a committed relationship, or someone giving you, offering you a commitment, or offering you an opportunity here. This is like the Two of Cups for me. Then we have the Giovanni Fanciulla, which is coming up in the future for me with this person. And this is definitely... this is like a Queen of Pentacles type, someone who is very desired, a woman of society. She may be a single woman who is just looking for love. So some information there. Yeah, so about this fire sign, I am getting a female here, and this is sort of the energy that she's bringing with her. Very nice energy, very nice. Now, in the position of what you know to be true, this is what you may be thinking or feeling. It's a little bit different than what puts you here. With the Page of Wands reversed, I feel like there was anticipation of receiving a message or expecting something new to kind of come into your life. And when it's reversed, I feel like there's frustrations because you may have not heard anything, or you're not getting the response that you wanted. There's like heavy energy around here. So I'm going to put down some clarifiers on this Page of Wands reversed. This can also represent someone who's, again, a fire sign energy, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, who is frustrated with you, or who isn't, you know, is acting out because they're not getting their way. So they're throwing a little bit of a tantrum in your face. And so you're thinking this person is really frustrating. This person is, you know, being a brat, or is just acting out. Let's see if we can get some clarification. Okay, we have the Desperato per Halosia. This is the man desperate out of jealousy or envy. The Donna Maritata, we have a married woman with children. So it could be respect for a woman with children. And then Dispaziere, which is the woman who is despairing. So I really get the sense that some of you were all fired up about finding passion. You're all fired up about, you know, finding this, someone here. And I think what you may be thinking or feeling is, I am getting a man who is very jealous, but I am also getting a woman here that has children, and there's respect for this woman with children. But then I'm also getting that this is possibly the same woman who is despairing. So some frustrations, or some, there was anticipation there, but then I feel like this happened, and this lack of maybe receiving a message, or like there's not this new beginning or something. But as you'll see, going into the middle of July with the Ace of Swords, you know, this to me talks about truth and clarity and communication. And there's some really good communication coming through around the middle of July for you. And this kind of sets the tone, I think, for your love life. To me, this is a card of victory, but it's not in the Six of Wands kind of way. To me, this is a card of cutting down things to they're paring things down to their most essential state. So here you would use this sword to cut away anything that doesn't make sense, anything that's not true, until you're only left with the singularity. And the singularity is essentially peace and victory due to truth, due to truthful communication. So things are discovered, things are revealed, and all of a sudden you have this sword in your hand and you're able to really see things clearly. And to me, this card is all about clarity of intention, clarity of vision, clarity of mind. All of a sudden you see the way things really are. You're really able to be clear, you know, and possibly move in a new direction because of this clarity, because of this truth. And it has to do with some communication that you receive or that you becomes known to you, okay? It is a mental energy. And that is linked to the King of Swords, which is how you end up seeing yourself. The King of Swords is emotionally distant. He is detached from his emotions, and he's very clever, he's very tactful, he's very resourceful, and there is a lot of mental planning, a lot of mental energy here. He's very fair, and he will keep his distance from you only because he's kind of like a judge. He's kind of like a police officer, or even a lawyer, someone who really just looks at the facts and uses logic to cut through any BS. So this is kind of like your energy. I feel like, especially around the middle of June, this is how you're going to be seeing yourself. In your environment, this is also how your significant other, the person that you think about the most or are attracted to, how they're going to be viewing you or dealing with you. So, I really feel like they see you starting off on this new path, this new beginning. You've essentially set yourself free to some extent, Pisces. I really feel like you are ready for a new phase. You're ready for a new beginning. You may even be traveling or going off on some new adventure, but this is how they're going to be viewing you. I think this is a brilliant card, and I really feel like this is a lot of lighthearted energy here, and unburdening to some extent, and a kind of you just trusting that things are going to work out, and having no fear and taking no prisoners. So that's very good. I really like this, Pisces. I really like how this is going. Now, for your hopes and fears, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So you are hoping for this new beginning. Again, this is a new fresh start. This is healthy, being grounded. There's a lot of nature around you. This is like starting off in a new healthy environment, grounding energy. This is you really taking in a new fresh breath of air and saying, I'm ready for this new beginning. I'm ready for things to kind of clear my slate, clear my palette. And this is all coming in the middle of July for you. This kind of clearing away of anything that has just been holding you back, or that's just been causing you a lot of pressures, a lot of fears, a lot of anxieties. And as you can see, it's worth it, because at the end of the day, you have the sun. And it doesn't get much better than this, Pisces. This is clarity, this is happiness, this is peace and joy. This is you radiating that light and being in that light. This is the light you want to see around you. This is 100% true happiness. So you are headed towards some very, 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 very good things, Pisces. I see that things dramatically improve for you, especially I would say about midway through July. So one thing I would say is keep up the good work. Keep your head up. You will get there. I also feel like for those of you who are in relationships, things do improve. Things do improve. This is one of the best cards you can get in the tarot for the sun, especially for relationships. This is really, there's an opening up there for you. So I want to take a look at your oracle card. I'm going to be pulling one message for all my Pisces, Pisces suns, Pisces moons, and Pisces risings that will help guide them on their highest spiritual path for the month of July 2016. in their love lives. Please provide Pisces a message that will help guide them on their highest spiritual path in love and in light. You know what? This card is, I want this card. Okay, beautiful. It says find balance. So this resonates with the Two of Pentacles and the Major Arcana. And I really like this card because it kind of brings everything down to ground level and just asks you to really keep balance in your life. Keep balance in the forefront. And that is really going to help guide you this month, Pisces. So I'm just going to quickly read to you from the book here. If I can find it. So here it is. So the keywords are cope, multitask, breathe, arbitrate. You may find that matters of the heart require extra effort at this time. More and more demands may be placed upon you, requiring you to juggle your attention, excuse me, family gatherings, school commitments, requests for assistance, and other obligations may arise within a short period of time. Just breathe and remember to be flexible. Adapt your approach to each situation at hand. Know that you have the ability to keep everything and everyone in balance. You may also be called upon to play the role of mediator. This is a time for compassion and understanding, and you are up to the task. Work with people individually, giving each position equal consideration. I just noticed that my incense is burning a hole in the table over here. We don't want that. Help all involved to understand another viewpoint and find middle ground. Finally, in order to maintain balance, you yourself must be in balance. So it's vital that you take time for you. And so Pisces, do you find this does resonate in your for your reading? It is a message of just staying centered, staying balanced. You have a lot going on, which is why you may feel like you're under a lot of pressure. You have a lot of things on your mind. But if you make one thing more of a priority over another and you start putting too much focus on, your love life versus your work versus your hobbies versus your personal life, things can quickly go out of balance. And with the Chariot reversed here in the past, we can see that that doesn't, help you progress, doesn't help you move towards your goals. So I see that, you are going to be really focusing on getting everything kind of to balance out at the end of the day. And that's going to provide a lot of clarity for you in terms of your love life. It's going to help you not be all consumed with your emotions, not be too consumed with your head. There's a sense of detachment as well here that allows you to accomplish a lot of things, because I do sense that July is going to be kind of busy for you, but also I see a healthy new beginning. And eventually I do see a lot of happiness coming into your life, more than you can probably even fathom right now, because you kind of walk into July with the Swords energy, with the 7 and the 9 here. So there's some tests, there's some strategies, but at the end of the day, you have 2 aces in your reading as well. So I really do feel like with regards to your body, with regards to your mind, you have a new beginning coming, and it's going to be welcomed. So I want to thank you for joining me. I am the Good, the Bad, and the Tarot. If you like this reading, please give it a thumbs up. That ensures that next month I get your reading out first. Pisces, you had the most likes, I think, for like 3 months in a row. So I really appreciate it. You guys are some of the most generous in terms of your feedback and likes. So I continue to put your forecasts out as fast as I can, or as upfront as I can. So thank you for that, and I'll see you again next month. I'll see you at mid-month as well for your mid-month readings over on Patreon. Take care.